Today we're going to be continuing what we were doing yesterday, 1.5 cycle with Wallbreaker Evolution instead of Skeleton Barrel Evolution, and I wanted to talk about some things instead today while we're cycling like mad. Okay, Supercell, just reboot the game when Ken gets in a match? That's going to be hilarious. Anyway, we're against Elvis. Oh god, we're leaking Elixir. Okay, so we're against Dagger Duchess, which is not going to be great, but I wanted to do some yapping today. So, recently I've just traveled the entire world. Not really, but a lot of the world, and I talked about in a recent video how I kind of realized that despite traveling the world, the one thing I actually like to do was make content, so I should have just done that in the first place, and now I'm ready to go home and do that. But it's not quite that simple. Well, now I know officially I wasn't missing out on anything. There's nothing, like, if you like something, you should just enjoy it. Okay, we got a ton of damage in the other lane. What the hell is even happening? Alright, let's go for a Fire Spirit here and try not to die to that and then go for this. Somehow we've already taken a tower. I'm not really sure what the fuck's going on. But anyway, I'm going back to Australia soon, so we'll be back in the kitchen. There'll be probably some different content. But in my mind, before I get into it, I was kind of conflicted about two different things. For the longest time, I've kind of spoken about this idea of not wanting to be famous, because I don't want to be recognized as somebody. Like, I just want to be, I'm just Ken, man. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, I guess I purposely used to title my videos bad, quote-unquote bad titles, so that people wouldn't watch them, especially videos that I get too parasocial in, I guess, because I wouldn't want people in my real life to see them. But now it's too far gone now, because the channel has so many, I guess, subscribers that it's we're past that point now. And yeah, so basically the thing I wanted to say is, now that I've met so many different people and whatnot, I feel like I've always kind of had this ability to get people to come out of their shell. Like, in school, I was kind of the guy that made people laugh. A lot of people didn't respect me for that. Like, this is the thing. If you make people laugh, they think you're a joke, so they don't treat you with as much respect as somebody who takes themselves as seriously. And I didn't like that feeling. So my kind of solution to that was like, well, I'm not going to stop being myself, so I'm going to probably just entertain people on the internet instead. And that's basically the story of my life. E-Spirit's gonna fucking clutch up here, holy smokes. That's basically the story of my life. And so I chose the internet as a way to entertain more people, I guess, because I just love YouTube and whatnot. And on this trip, I've kind of realized, like, my self-worth doesn't rely on my ability to entertain somebody. Like, just because somebody doesn't want to hang out with me in a moment or something, I don't have to feel this kind of, like, I have this, like, natural urge. I don't know if other people are like this, but I have this kind of, like, natural urge that I need to do or say something to keep them engaged in a conversation, or so they don't leave. This sounds like some fucking trauma I've got. Holy fucking smokes. It's like somebody's gonna leave me at all times. Look, my dad did come back with the milk, okay? Still got a present father figure in my life, I'm proud to say, you know? Lucky few rise up father figures, but also rise up orphans. You know, as much as I love swinging around orphans like a helicopter and flinging them around the place, we can all get behind an orphan. So, anyway, he's got Royal Giant in the back. So basically what I'm saying is, I feel a lot of comfort in just kind of doing what I've always liked to do, which is, you know, YouTube, focusing on my passions, and just seeing the people I want to see. I feel like I have this, like, pressure to see people. I'm going to go for a last minute ability here, because that's going to push it back. To just, like, of course, like, you can't choose. I'm not, okay. The implications of what I'm about to say, ignore. I'm just saying generally, obviously you cannot choose your family. I love my family very much, for the record. You cannot choose your family, but you feel like you have to see them, you know what I mean? And that's an example of, like, not what I'm saying. But there's a lot of people in your life that maybe don't treat you as, or I think a better way to explain it is, you feel a vibe, you know? You can tell when you get a good vibe from somebody, like when you like hanging out with somebody in your life. Maybe it's not something they say, it's just their demeanor and the way they present themselves and everything. It's just, you know, their intentions, you know? You don't think they're there to be, like, cynical of you, or, like, I don't know, out to get you, basically. I get that feeling with pretty much every single person on the internet. I don't know anybody I've met through YouTube, really. Like, I don't really know. Okay, there's a few, I won't lie, but generally speaking, I don't want to meet anybody through the internet anymore, because especially now, like, this channel is like bigger than it's ever been, obviously, and I've never felt so like people want something from me. It's very weird. Maybe future YouTubers who are watching this right now, who will be a YouTuber like me one day. I mean, I remember a few years back, I was just watching people in school, and I just wanted to be a Clash Royale YouTuber. I just watched YouTubers, and I just wanted to be a YouTuber myself. And now I feel like I kind of have this opportunity to be like not the smallest YouTuber in the world, and I want to take it, because I realize not everybody actually gets that opportunity in the first place. For the longest time, my mentality was like, I don't want to be anybody on the internet. Like, I don't want to be too big of a creator, because I don't like the downsides in terms of like privacy and all this shit that comes with it. I just wanted to be like small enough, but also not, I don't know how to explain it. What the hell is even happening, Clash? Let's get a grip on our game, Supercell. Alright, how is the Evo Valk still alive? Okay, he's gonna go Royal Giant in about 1 millisecond, so let's get ready for that shit. Okay, what is going on, man? Alright, we're gonna go for the Evo Smeletons, which we've been holding for that moment, and it looks like we're gonna win the game, even if he goes Barbs. Oh, my friend. Oh, he actually fucking did defend. Alright, you know what? Fair play. This time, though. This time, we're dialed in. 1 Evo Wallbreaker, or normal Wallbreaker. We're actually gonna get the 3 crown there. So, what I'm trying to say is, I'm kind of exhausted of feeling like I have to entertain people and be nice to people and keep them in a conversation, I guess, with me when they've been nothing but nasty to me. Anyway. Okay, thank God. I was going to crash out there if the internet let me down there. So, basically what I'm saying is, I feel like I can follow my gut better now, and then when I know I kind of don't like somebody, or I just would rather not spend my energy putting up with somebody, I'm not going to be rude to them or anything, but I think I'm not going to try and win them over or anything. Like, I always felt like if somebody didn't like me, I felt like I always had to, like, win them over somehow. Prove that, like, I am a nice guy, I am a funny guy, like, I can be your friend, like, if I really try. But I've also found that these types of people that you have to win over, or you put a lot of effort into, and then they grudgingly become your friend, or whatever, like, they're not the people that usually stick around and shit anyway, you know? They're not the kind of people that actually care, because they didn't respect you enough to want to be your friend initially, so why would they care? It's not always true, there's always exceptions to this, but generally speaking, that's how I feel. Anyway, we're going to activate King Tower here, and then we're going to go for Evo Smeletons, and hopefully we don't take too much damage to the drill. Go Smeletons! So yeah, I had to learn basically how to live my life when I get back to Australia on this trip. And I needed to see some things. I just needed to see that I wasn't missing out on anything, really, because I was like, if I want to, is committing to content a good idea? And I kind of realized I have this opportunity, and I shouldn't blow it. You know, not everybody gets this, I guess, chance. I don't really know what it's called. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I feel like, so I shouldn't be like, oh, I don't know. I feel like if you have an opportunity to achieve your dream, my dream is 10 million subscribers, and I purposely, despite, you know, knowing deep down that if I really committed myself, I could do it, and I didn't, I'm sure I would live with that regret for the rest of my life. But if I try, not thinking about, like, what potential bad sides could come, without fearing the possibility of it actually succeeding, like, actually getting there. Hold that thought. I need to lock in here to get these to the tower. Otherwise it's over. Yes! Okay, we got past that. We got past the Evo Firecracker there. Alright, now, we're gonna have to lock the fuck in to win this game right now. Thank God. Okay, we kill that. Now, let's go like this. Let's go like this. He's probably gonna go for some shit in the middle. Let's go for a Fire Spirit for the first wave of that shit. And the Heal Spirit should be able to heal up the little prince, or not. Okay, we've got Wall Breakers. We've got the little prince still in hand. We can win this game. It's just gonna be fucking difficult. Let's go for an Ice Golem to keep it alive longer. What? Neither connected? Alright, let's go for an E-Spirit right now. He's probably gonna go for some goofy shit. Let's go for this. Let's go for this. Then let's go like this to try and get some cheeky damage here. And that's going to be... Oh, yes, that's going to be one connection. And he wasted his drill. So that's really good for us. Let's go for another Ice Golem to keep the little prince alive. And then, you know what? Let's go for Wall Breakers on defense here, because that will take care of the drill. And then let's try our best to keep the little prince chugging away. Alright, let's go like this. Little prince is gone. Oh, this is difficult, chat. This is difficult. This is difficult. Okay. Let's go for an Ice Golem here. And let's go like this. He's going to go for a mirrored drill on the King Tower here. Okay, weird placement. This whole game is goofy as fuck, man. Oh my god. Okay, okay, we're going to go like this. And we're going to try and get that to the tower again. And... Okay, we got to the tower. Let's fucking go. Basically what I'm saying is this is a hard subject for me to talk about because it's very real. And that's why I'm kind of beating around... Okay, I thought that was Path of Legends. I freaked out. And that's why I'm kind of beating around the bush. I didn't really go out much on this trip. Last time I went away. I kind of went away twice in close succession because I wanted to figure out my life. Last time I went away... I was going out and I was doing stuff and I was meeting people and I was figuring out what I like to do. This trip I kind of knew what I liked to do, but I just didn't know how I wanted to live my life exactly, but now I do. And that's basically the moral of the story. Especially with this this YouTube channel going on as well. Like, what's the plan, Kenny? What's the plan, Kenny Wenny, is what Kenny Wenny was thinking. And now it took a late night crackhead hour recording for me to spit it all out. But this might make no sense to a lot of people. But to me it does. Anyway, we're going to cycle Wall Breakers. We're going to lock the fuck in for this game because I've been doing a lot of yapping. Yeah, I don't know. That's some insight to my brain though. Some insight to what I've been thinking. But it's not that deep. You know, I saw a comment recently about somebody who was like, I'm depressed. First of all, start making daily Clash videos, okay? That's the first cure. The second cure is just try and enjoy your life, you know? And if you can't, just change that. Like, bruh. No, okay. Let's go for a Fire Spirit here. Oh, my fucking... Okay, I don't know what happened in the other lane. I'm kind of delirious right now, but let's go for Evo Smeletons and get a bunch of those down. Nice. Go for this to tank. Smeletons to spank. And that Fire Spirit's just going to crush my dreams. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go for this to tank it. Let's go for this to tank the Golden Knight dash, I hope. And let's go for an E-Spirit here. Okay. Stop. Fucking stop. That card is balanced, isn't it? That Fire Spirit spawner is very balanced. Alright, let's go for this. Okay. This is what we need. Okay, he's going to go for that. He missed one Smeleton. Thank heavens. There is a god after all. Let's go for a Fire Spirit. We're going to pull that up. And we got another 2 connections to the tower, baby. And that is really sexy. So let's go for Wall Breakers. And I think we've got this game in the bag. He's going to get a connection here. Or he's just not going to dash at the last second anyway. And let's go for one more Evo Smell. You know what? Let's just spam a bunch of shit in this lane and then go for Smeletons with the Evo Wall Breakers there. Or the normal Wall Breakers. Now they're Evo. That was a quick cycle. Good game, my friend. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is hang out with people that make you feel good. And enjoy your life. And that usually has to do with doing what you like to do.